I'm Laura.
And I'm Reagan.
And we are a mother-daughter duo. Today we are going to show you one of our favorite looks.
Using some of our favorite products.
So stay tuned.
Let's get started.
Okay, first off we're going to start with foundation. So Reagan, what kind are you using?
I'm using the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Longwear Foundation.
And I'm using Fenty Hydrating Longwear Foundation. Mine's a little bit thicker of a foundation than Reagan's. Okay, Reagan, why don't you show them? We use two different techniques. So Reagan, what kind of technique do you do?
So I use a beauty blender for mine, and I usually get it wet and wring it out a couple times so that it expands and it is softer and easier to use.
Okay, and I love this brush. My mom got me this brush for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I love it so much. It's the Artiste brush, and they have them in different sizes, but it's my favorite way to put on foundation. So we're going to get started. One of the things I love about this foundation is it covers up my dark spots. I have one really big dark spot, and it doesn't get rid of it completely, but it definitely is a great coverage for if you have blemishes or dark circles or anything that you're really wanting to kind of hide. So I love this foundation because it's a little bit thicker. And Reagan's Fenty's a nice thin, nice thin coverage. It's not too much for a young girl, or even if you just want something lighter for the summertime. It's a pretty good coverage for that, but it's light and feels good. Looks good, sis. Okay, next step we're gonna do is
Concealer.
do concealer. I always tell Reagan she doesn't need concealer, but she likes to use it anyway. So this is just one I grabbed since we haven't really been able to shop lately with the stay-at-home order. But when I was at the grocery store, I grabbed this L'Oreal True Match, and I do really like it. I like the fact that it's in a pencil, and I like it a lot. Go ahead and use it first, and then I'll use it next.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay.
She has never tried it before, so she's getting to try it for the first time.
I usually use liquid concealers.
Yeah, most of the time we've bought in liquid, but I thought I'd try the pencil. It just might be a little less messy. So
that's dark.
Ooh, it's kind of dark on you.
It is pretty dark on me.
We can fix it
It's okay.
with your powder.
Yep. Hopefully.
Okay, while she finishes her little touch-ups, again, when I was at the grocery store, I'd run out of powder foundation, and I don't like going without it, so I grabbed the L'Oreal True Match again, and so I like a pressed powder. I used to do loose powder all the time, but now I've gone back to liking the pressed powder. I think it's because I can throw it in my purse and take it with me if I need to, and anyways.
So I'm using this Mary Kay powder, and I just use my e.l.f. Kabuki brush with it.
Love Kabuki brushes. They feel awesome on your face. Yep.
They're soft. They're very soft. This is one of my favorite brushes just because I like the name of it.
Kabuki. Great. All right. Next we're going to do eyebrows. So for those of you who don't have eyebrows that need coloring, you're a lucky girl. But we don't have eyebrows unless we color them. They're very light blonde. So
I'm not good at doing my eyebrows, so I just use this eyebrow pencil. Don't know where I got it. I think
we've had it a long time. Here's your
thank you.
Looks like it needs.
Yes, please.
So I like to use a powder and a little brush for my eyebrows, and I'll show you that. Okay, so what I do is I draw a line with my little brush on the bottom, and I use this to kind of like make the arch that I want and the look and the thickness that I want, and then I draw a line on the top, and then I just kind of start blending in. And when I get closer to the corner of my eye, I kind of go a little bit lighter. And again, Those of you who have awesome eyebrows, lucky you. And then voila, there's my eyebrow. You can see a huge difference. And then the trick is to just get them both the same shape, which isn't always easy. But eyebrows are like all the rage these days. Everybody's getting them waxed, and some people get them colored and tattooed on, and they are definitely all the rage. Okay, great. Now blush time. So we're not going to do highlighting and bronzing today. We thought we would keep this pretty simple and just kind of like your basic look for when you just need to throw in some color and go. So today we're just going to show you blush.
So what blush do you use?
I love this Sephora brand, and it's called Flirt It Up.
I use this Morphe palette, and there's 3 shades. I usually use the one in the middle just because it's the pinkest, and I just think it looks the nicest with my skin.
It's a nice shimmer.
We have Rule Breaker, Free, and Spirit, and I just use Free the most because I like the color.
She puts it on her nose. Okay, now our favorite part is eyes. We love to do eyes. So Reagan does a little bit more simpler because she's younger, and I do more because I love makeup, and I've always loved makeup. And I'm trying to open mine up and make it kind of look like a that I've gotten Botox without getting Botox. So so part of what I do kind of helps open my eyes up a little bit. So I'm going to let Reagan do hers first, and we'll zoom in on her, and then we can move over to my eyes. Okay, what colors are you using today, Ray?
So I use the James Charles palette, and mine's kind of like, almost like a simple but glam look, kind of. So anyways, I use this maroon color and this gold, and I take the maroon and I do my crease, and then I take the gold and I put it on my lid. I'm going to dip into my first color, and I do this look quite a bit because my brush is currently dyed from the maroon. So I'm just going to start by doing my crease. I just do back and forth motions like that. And sometimes I'll throw in like a lighter color than the gold that I'm going to use for my lid, and put it in some other spots just to like switch it up a little. So yeah. But I think I'm going to stick with what I usually do for today. So yeah, and once I'm done with the crease, then I like to take another brush, and I'm going to dip into this gold color. I'm just going to set that right on my lid. And these are the 2 colors that I use the most just because I think they go really well together. So, hopefully I don't lose them first. I got this palette for Christmas, and I'm obsessed with it. The colors are just beautiful, and they go onto your skin very, very well. I remember whenever I first got it, I swatched every color and was like freaking out because like I love this palette and I really wanted it. Didn't you like not even know that I wanted it whenever you got it?
No, I think I knew you wanted it. It was one of those things. Well, I don't remember now that you say that.
And then once I'm done with the gold, I like to go over the crease just one last time to cover any spots that got onto the crease. And yeah, so This is my eyeshadow look. Now we have to do it on the other side.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of my brushes. Reagan uses Morphe brushes, which she really likes. Mine are mainly Sephora brushes and actually Unique brushes. But I take kind of like a short, fluffier, it's real loose brush, and I do right underneath my eyebrow. I used to only wear glittery colors, glittery shadows. I love the glitter and never would do matte. And now that I'm older, I didn't even realize I was doing it. I have gone kind of more towards the mattes. Now I do add some of the colors I use. I add a little bit of glitter sometimes. I think it's just fine to wear glitter shadows, and I think it's fine to wear matte shadows. I just have tended to move towards the matte this recent year. So I cover that top from my crease up to my brow, and then I kind of do go into this little area to kind of brighten it up. And usually I will put a little glitter shadow there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, when I'm using the Naked Reloaded palette, which by the way I have like 4 different Naked palettes. I love them. This is the Urban Decay, and my color I used was Bribe, which is the first one. And usually, you know, well, they're sectioned off kind of. You can use them together, you can jump around, but I'm going to use Bribe, I'm going to use Retro, and then I'm going to use Endgame. And then I add a little bit of glitter with these 2 browns just to add a little bit of shimmer. And those are called Dream Weaver and Distilled. But I do love all these Urban Decay Naked palettes. They're my favorite. I haven't bought one that I didn't like. So, and they last a really long time. So, what I do with the Retro is I just do my lid. And I do tend to just kind of, instead of wipe, I do tend to just dab. I just kind of feel like it makes the color kind of stand out more than when you wipe. It just feels like you're reloading your brush a lot more. So I kind of do this dabbing effect. And this brush is a little bit stiffer than that fluffy one that I used for the very first color. But it's still pretty. It's still soft. It's not super stiff. I'll show you my brush that's stiff, what I do with it next. But I do like this one because it's got the angled on the end, and you can use that for your liner if you want to. So this is one of my favorite brushes. It's got a flat top and it's pretty stiff, and it's perfect for your crease. So when I say do something to make your eyes look open, this is the part that really counts. So what you're going to do is, I like to keep my eyes open instead of closing them, because when you see this color, you want to be able to see it when I'm looking at you. If you put it in your crease and I open my eyes, you're not going to be able to see that color. So I like to keep my eye open and, you know, have the mirror like this almost, and put it right. It's almost right above the crease, not necessarily in the crease. And then sometimes, or most of the time, I come in just a little bit, kind of making a small V. And then, when I'm done with this step, I will take this other brush, which I'm telling you people, the brushes make all the difference in the world. This is very similar to that one. It's just a little longer, but it's chopped off at the end. It does have this on. This is one of the Sephora. It's a Sephora 207 brush. But I'll take, so I can blend it, I'll take the glittery and just kind of soften. It's a little softer brown, so I just take it on that top and soften it out a little bit. And soften it down here so you don't see lines.
We are going for some very different looks. Remember how I said that I was hoping that I wouldn't run out of those shades first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just hit pan on the gold.
Oh no.
It's okay. There's another one that's like it's just a little lighter. That'll work.
And then if you need to clean it up, you could go back and clean it up. And of course, you're always going to have fallout.
Yep, I just got mine.
Okay, beautiful. Now eyeliner. We do use 2 different types of eyeliners as well. So Reagan, what are you using?
I just used this Mary Kay liquid eyeliner pen, and I know that my mom used to use the same one too, but I'm pretty sure that she has switched.
Yep, I do love that one. That one's a great one. It goes on really smooth. It's really easy to apply.
And it just looks like that.
But I gotta go back and forth. So the one I've been using, I've used it for years, but is the Urban Decay Waterline. And I really do like it too. It's a very smooth eyeliner. So go ahead. Reagan, where do you put your eyeliner? You can show us.
I usually just put it from towards my tear duct all the way over to the other corner of my eye. And sometimes I don't do eyeliner, sometimes I do. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. So I just start here and just go all the way across. And I try to make it as even as possible.
I do love that pencil. It's really great if you like to do cat eyes or have just a little bit of wing. It's got a great point on it, and it rolls over your eyeshadow very smoothly. So
It's kind of thick, but that's fine.
yeah, looks good.
You gotta do the same on the other.
So this pencil is great. It's a waterline, so I don't know if many of you have done your waterline before or if you like to, but if you've never tried it, I suggest you try it. I kind of was nervous about doing it at first, but I absolutely love it now, and I like the way that I feel like it opens up my eyes a little bit more. So I also do my top waterline, but then I like the look of eyeliner on my lid, so I'll go ahead and do a liner like that, and then I'll show you. And I just kind of go like this, and it actually draws on that top lid waterline. And then I take this brush that I was telling you about earlier, and I soften that top line. All right, and last but not least, mascara. Okay, next is mascara, my favorite part.
My favorite part too.
And this is actually my favorite mascara. It's the Too Faced pink mascara, and they have it in waterproof, which is a teal color, but it's my absolute favorite. It helps with lengthening and thickness of eyelashes. I also came across this Bare Minerals Lashtopia recently, and I do actually really like it too. So we're both going to just use our own mascara and apply that now. Okay. All right, let's do lips.
Okay.
Today I picked Bare Minerals. I don't even know this has. Oh, it's B275, and then I'm gonna top it off with this Bare Minerals gloss called Gin Nude, kind of a little sample kit that I got. And anyways, I like it. I'm going to start with that.
So I like to put chapstick on before I put on my lipstick and lip gloss, depending on what I'm doing, because my lips are always insanely chapped. And I got this chapstick, it's called Sunbum, and it's the banana scent. And this is the softest chapstick that has ever touched my lips. It is so amazing. It tastes amazing. It smells amazing. So I like to put that on. And then after I put on a thin layer of chapstick, I'm going to use this nude Sephora color. And I am almost gone. I've had this for a while now. I love this color. It looks like that. And yeah, and then on top of that, I use this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. And this smells like so good. It smells like cake. Smell it. It smells amazing.
Mine actually smells really good too. Yep, mine smells very much like that. Super yummy. I don't always wear a gloss. I think gloss kind of makes your lipstick come off quicker. And it gets on your teeth. But it's super shiny and shimmery, so I do like that.
I like to use this gloss over this lipstick because it just adds a little bit of like color to it. It gives it more of a little pop. So.
That's pretty nude.
So yeah, and then I throw this on over it. Whoops.
Now we're all beautiful and know where to go.
Quarantine life.
Quarantine life. Hashtag.
Doesn't change it a whole lot, but it still adds a little something to it, so that's why I like
see.
to add that on top.
Beautiful.
Thanks so much for watching.
If you liked our video, let us know in the comments below or subscribe to our video. We've got lots more planned to show you guys. Bye.
Bye.
And today we are going to show you some of our favorite looks.
Some of our favorite looks.
One of our favorite looks.
And
Take 197. Hi, I'm Laura. And today we are a mother-daughter duo today. Okay, don't make me laugh again. Okay.
Take 216.
So let's get started.
Stay tuned.